Whenever anybody used to tell me that the best way to get revenge is to not seek vengeance, I used to look at them like, you must not have been there when they did me. Like, you must have not seen how they did me. What do you mean I can't go put Jollof in his gas tank?
Let's take this overboard now. I want you to
Feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that heat of love. I wanna
Hey! Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacey Vito coming at you live with another video and another one and another one and another. Now, if you're watching this video, I can only assume that someone has hurt you so bad that you want to get revenge on them. And listen, I can definitely resonate with the feeling. I pride myself on being a good person, but if there's something that I always want is to get my lick back. Like, there's just no way you did that and you thought you're getting off scotch-free. You thought you were just gonna face judgment on Judgment Day. Hey, I'm gonna show you something tomorrow. Like, don't piss me off. I can resonate with the feeling of scrolling on social media and like finding ways to, you know, seek vengeance, putting tuna in someone's windshield, maybe perhaps stealing the windshield wipers so that on a rainy day, they're on the highway and they're like, oh, windshield wipers, oh no, windshield wipers, what? Boom, done. Pop 3 of their tires, not 2. Then they can't get a new set of 4 tires on insurance. They gotta pay that shit out of pocket. Ho! Needless to say, I can resonate with the feeling of wanting to get revenge on someone. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. The best, most sweetest way to get revenge on someone is to not. Hold on. Don't go. Whenever anybody used to tell me that the best way to get revenge is to not seek vengeance, I used to look at them like, you must not have been there when they did me. Like, you must have not seen how they did me. What do you mean I can't go put Jollof in his gas tank? Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna tell you just how to get from that place of wanting vengeance so bad to just like letting it go. I'm gonna call his mom and send his mom his nudes. Yay! I'm gonna tell his daddy what he did to me on that day. Yay! To just being like, listen, it's not like you're gonna need some step-by-step instructions. I'm gonna give it to you right now, okay? First step, accept what happened. And I know that in and of itself sounds like, girl, like you're not listening to me when I tell you the man them did what he did to me. A man them too inconsiderate. Accepting what happened is not easy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Just fully take in the situation for what it is. Because I feel like in the heat of the moment, it could be really, really like, oh my gosh, like, what? You're seeing red and you're just going in full throttle, you know what I mean? But take in the situation, talk about it with somebody or write it out, like exactly how it happened. If you're the type of person who gets angry, punch something, maybe not a wall, punch something like a pillow so you don't have to, you know, face the repercussions of your anger later. I'm the type of person that is really, really emotional, so I cried it out. Like, guys, I'm talking ugly cry. Like, I'm talking like, wow. During this time, I was asking myself a lot of like, why me, God? Why does this person get to get away with doing this to me? Why does this person not see the light in me? They just got off scotch-free. Like, they hurt me like that and like literally nobody cares. Like, everyone's telling me to let go and let God. Like, I don't want to let go. I don't want to let God. I want to do it myself. I was the only person who was there when they did me the way that they did me. So why should I let anybody else take care of it but me? A lot of the time, this acceptance part can be filled with a lot of self-pity because you're only seeing the situation realistically from your side because you only experienced it from your side. And one thing that I realized is that when I was only seeing the situation from my side, I wasn't fully accepting the situation for what it was. Because when I'm seeing it from my side, my first instinct is I feel really bad for the character that I play and I don't quite understand why the other person did what they did. Just F their situation. I don't even care why they did what they did. I immediately started seeking vengeance in ways like, you know, working out, get my body right, get my money right. I'm about to meet his favorite rapper and have kids by him like he's about to be sick. Like, I'm about to meet his dad and just, he's about to be sick. Like, you start to do so much to make the character that you play in the situation somehow equate, you know what I mean? The other character and their wins in the situation, their wins, they get wins. I had to learn to accept the other person's, you know what I mean? And this can be really, really hard. And honestly, listen guys, I think when you're accepting the situation, you need to see why the other person did what they did. And let me tell you something, this is gonna be the hardest part. It's gonna force you to take yourself from the position of the victim and turn yourself into literally the oppressor. Try in your mind of minds to understand why a person would treat another person like that. And it may be hard for you. You may be a really, really good person. You may not be capable of doing any of the things that that person did to you. So it may be hard for you to understand, but just try to put yourself in the shitty shoes of that person. If you're you're on bad terms with a parent, think about yourself as a parent and think about the fact that, maybe my parent did not grow up in a loving household. Maybe my parent did not grow up with a father figure. And so maybe they treat me like this because XYZ. Like, try to really think about why this person treats you like this. If you faced infidelity in your relationship, think about why a person would not be able to be faithful to you. And try to make your reasoning not just be, you know, your body wasn't tea, like your body wasn't banging, like you was not like making enough money, you wasn't being funny enough. Try to see the situation from their perspective. Maybe they've never been in a faithful relationship before. Maybe they're always used to wahala in the relationship. And like some people really do like that. It's not what you like, but it's what they like. So then they did it again. Okay. Maybe growing up, they've never seen a relationship that just works as well as the relationship that you would have wanted between you and this person. So imagine being that person and not knowing what a relationship looks like and not knowing that a relationship could be good. It doesn't always have to be ups and downs. You just go into all your relationships in life, messing things up until one day you learn a harsh lesson and stop. And it just so happens that you were another lesson, unfortunately. Babes, I'm so sorry, lad. Come, lad. Don't cry. Come here. Okay, editing Stacey here. I honestly just felt the need to clarify the fact that just because we're trying to see the situation from the other person's perspective by no means that this person did a good thing in hurting your feelings. But it also does not mean that this person was a bad person. They just behaved badly in that situation by hurting your feelings. I was trying to get acceptance by seeing it from their perspective is so selfish. I hate to say it because we're just trying to make the pill easier to swallow, that like what happened. And at the end of the day, everybody's fighting their own demons. And honestly, this person is a human being. They're not perfect. So they made some mistakes, and one of their mistakes was hurting me, and that's fine. And the part that I need to be grateful for is that they're done hurting me. They're on to doing something with someone else, and I just need to get over this hill that is wanting to get my get back. How do we get over this hill? Accept the situation from all perspectives, so that later on, that piece of cake that is vengeance, that just looks so delectable and delicious to you right now, becomes a dessert that you just pass up on. Like, you don't even want no parts of that. I don't want that moment on my lips, lifetime on my hips, and I don't even want that. Like, accept the situation, just do it, and you're gonna realize that we're doing it for selfish reasons. Like, we're doing it for us. Like, we're not trying to sympathize with them. Like, it's for us. Okay. When you see the situation from both sides and truly accept it for what it is, it helps you swallow the pill that everything happens for a reason. I always say that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. In the moment, you're gonna be so sick because it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? They broke my heart. Stacey, you don't understand. No, I do understand. Everything happens for a reason. Your heart got broken for a reason. The reason in the moment may not be so tasty and sweet, but when I tell you, sweetie, when you're looking back, you're gonna be like, I'm so glad. You need to lock into the reason in which that happened to you. A lot of the times, both parties in the situation have something to do with the situation. Yes, it could be like the person has never seen proper relationship, and so then they go into every relationship messing things up. Yeah, that's fine. But what made you attracted to them? Because you wanted to be there, babe. You did want to be there. Ask yourself, did you not love yourself? Were you naive? Like, what stopped you from seeing the red flags in this person in the first place? Like, a person you once loved and adored, it was green flags all around. Now you're sitting here and you're crying, you hate everything about them. Like, what stopped you from seeing all this in the first place? When you ask these questions and kind of like reflect on the way things went down, it'll low-key feel like sunshine. You're gonna notice either I dodged a bullet, you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, I was naive, I was stupid. The acceptance and the self-reflection questions make you think, if given the option, would I want that same situation right now? Think about it like they didn't do you a disservice. They did you a favor. They fired you. They cheated on you. They left you. They hurt you. God knew you were never gonna leave them, so he had to do it to you, unfortunately. Like, but now that we're looking back on it, are we mad? Are we? Why would you want to hurt someone who did you a favor? They did you a favor. They left you alone. You tell me if you want that situation for yourself right now. If you say yes, I think you need to go back to the beginning of the video, babe. But if you say no, you're gonna realize that like it's so freeing. Like, in no other time zone realm of this universe would I have wanted that situation to be replicated in my life again. Double it and give it to the next guy. I don't want that person. I don't want that job. I don't want that relationship. Whatever it was, I don't want it. I don't want it, mama. I don't want to eat poison. Personally, after accepting the situations in my past that I had wanted to avenge, I would actually now be so sad if I was dished the situation again. The people who have done me wrong, the past situations that have gone, you know, maybe not my way, I wouldn't want to change a thing about them. I wouldn't want to win in the situations. Why? That situation, that job, that person, that relationship, that friendship was so fulfilling to the lesser version of me. Like, it literally filled my cup. Being around you filled my cup, and now that I've grown into the person that I am, I realized that it wasn't shit happening over there anyways. And if I was dished the same situation back right now, my cup would be quite like, I'd be like, come on, pull me up. Pull me up. Like, it's not full enough. Like, it's not filling the version of me that I've grown to be. I'm no longer that delusional girl. I'm no longer that person who lets people step on me. I'm no longer that person who takes disrespect. So it's not gonna happen. We can't have it. And when you start thinking like that, you start to also value the time and the energy you put into situations like this. If I can comprehend that person can't fill my cup now, like you're not even worth being in my cup, I'd rather pass and see what the next beverage is looking like. Why would I waste time trying to figure out how I can get my get back? Like, you already don't do it for me. Why would I waste my time going to your house and stealing your windshield wipers or keying your car or peeping your socials or like trying to figure out how to ruin your life? It's not worth my time. You were romanticizing a situation that wasn't romantic to begin with. It wasn't comfortable. It was rough. It was rafat. Once you find a new focal point to look at it and you kind of realize, oh my gosh, I wasn't even acting in the right mindset in that time of my life. I didn't even peep all these things were going wrong. Well, now that I see all these things are going wrong, my mind is leveled up. And on top of that, this person, they were struggling with X, Y, Z, all these things. Like, how did I not see that this person was like going through it themselves as well? So how was this ever going to work? It was never going to work. Why would I try this again? The definition of doing things over and over and expecting a different result is insanity. Why would I do it again? That's insanity. Once that clicks, you start to want a different type of revenge. And I'm not talking revenge body, babe, revenge money. I'm not talking about, I'm gonna do better so that they're sick. You can do that if you want. That's, you know what I mean, to each his own. To acquire this type of vengeance, the first thing you have to do is want this kind of vengeance, okay? And you're probably like, Sissy, what do I have to want? I'm gonna tell you, be patient. The vengeance needs to be you focused. And when I say you focused, I don't mean, hop on the treadmill and run really fast until you lose all that weight so that when next time you see them, they're looking at you like, oh my gosh. That's not what I mean. I mean, actually genuinely make yourself the center of your world. When you're trying to seek vengeance on a person, you're sitting there and you're constantly like hyper focused on one person, trying to figure out where is one place that I can get this person. Like, they love football, like I'm about to pot every football in Walmart. Like, they love, going to the fast food joint, like I'm about to like work at the fast food joint. You're constantly thinking about their likes, their wants, their hobbies, and their this, that, their third, so you can figure out how to get your lick back. You're hyper obsessed with this person. Give it a rest quickly. You're trying so hard to hurt this person because they are evil, they're bad, they're down here, but you've quite literally made them an idol in your life. You're hyper focusing on this person so that you can really learn them and find their Achilles tendon and just let it go. Change the situation so that you are the center of your own world. Hyperfixate on you. What do you want? What situation do you want? Make the world revolve around you. The revenge now becomes like, you don't have access to me. Speaking to me, having the privilege to walk up and speak to me is a privilege you will never get again. You fumbled that bag one time and that was enough for me. Strike one, you're out. The times in which I've gotten physical vengeance on people where it's like, I've never like done anything to anyone's car, like hurt anybody or anything like that, but like working out or getting money or anything like that, once you do it, it's kind of like, that didn't hurt as bad as how they hurt. I need to do it again. I need to go harder. They're still happy. They're still smiling. Why? Okay, back again. Back to back, my back step. Okay. I feel like I worded this so badly in the video, so I had to just come back on here and reiterate. Sometimes the vengeance of wanting to be in that person's presence to show them that you've done better, whether that's your body or your money or whatever it is, like to show them that, yeah, lay your eyes on all of this, that you wish you never did me dirty. That vengeance doesn't work. A lot of the times when we want vengeance is because we see that this person is not suffering the way that we're suffering. So let's just say we're taking a chance here or rolling the dice that this person is not suffering the way that we're suffering. Now I'm sitting here and I'm doing push up, press up, I'm doing all this tin. I go to the person and I'm like, well, look at me, so much better, aren't I? You're taking the chance that the person is gonna be the same person that you were once dealing with. If they are actually living a scotch-free lifestyle, they would have had nothing to heal and like work out and like, level up on. So you're gonna be dealing with the same person who has not changed their mindset or anything about themselves. And so you're gonna be mad that like, how do you not notice that I'm doing so good right now? Like, how are you not like throwing up at the sight of me right now? Like, do you see my butt? It's huge. You're not sick? Then you're gonna be mad at yourself because you're gonna feel like you didn't go as hard. And I promise you, baby, your butt is big. You did a good job. You did a good thing. But that's not the person who should be going to commemorate you on the things that you've changed about yourself. But anyways. Everybody has like a different point in which they hit this wall and decide to change. And you can never dictate when a situation or a person is going to change to be better. So you need to take control. Put yourself in the middle of your own world. Your situation can change right now if you try to. Forget that person. They're gonna change whenever. Like, and whenever they change is really not your business. Don't keep up with them. Stop peeping them on socials or looking on. Nah. Leave it alone. You're the center of your own world. And you're probably like, Stacey, what does that even mean to be the center of my own world? Can you be obsessed with yourself? Ask yourself. Be inquisitive about who you are. Who are you, Stacey? And who were you before this whole entire thing happened? Because God forbid I lost myself to a person. Maybe I like stuff in that old version of myself. I want that stuff back. Who are you now? Like, maybe that person brought out some good stuff in me. Like, what did I gain? Like, what did I gain? Dress for you. Stop dressing for other people's gaze. I feel like before I used to look at myself and just think like, okay, yeah, you look good. You definitely look good. This person's definitely gonna like the hair, and this person's definitely gonna like this, and this person's definitely gonna like this. It was never giving I liked what I was wearing. And now, baby, what it's right here. Round of applause for me 10 times. Let me hear it. I know it might be a little bit weird to make yourself the center of your own world, just because maybe not the type of person who's used to being selfless. Like, forget what everybody needs and what everybody wants. I want this, I need this, so I'm going out of my way to get what I want and I need. It takes a sense of doing it first. Slowly, it's gonna feel really forced at first, but then eventually it'll become like a habitual thing. Like, you're always gonna move like that. Like, yeah, no, I'm not coming. You don't want to be your friend anymore. Yeah, you don't treat me like, no. And I don't want to be treated like that. Yeah, I don't like people who make me feel, yeah. It's gonna become so like clockwork that the next time anybody tries to take you off that axis of being the center of your own world, you're just gonna look at them like, oh, but babe, what are you doing? Stop. It's gonna make it so that if anybody pushes you out of the center like that again, it's easy for you to just walk back to the center and keep the rotation going. Like, no one's ever gonna get the stage to make you lose your marbles ever again. It's never gonna happen. Because why? Because I'm the center of my own world. And I like the fact that I'm strong. And I like the fact that I can get myself together. I like the fact that I love myself so much that I'm not gonna allow myself to even give myself 2 minutes to be angry at the situation enough that I think about how to hurt you. No, waste of time. Anyways, guys, I always tell you guys that whatever I talk to you guys about is something that I've been through before, and I always feel the need to input this one little tidbit right here. You guys know that my choice of therapy is my Bible. I quite literally called the therapist and made an appointment, and I went to my first appointment, and then I felt so uncomfortable opening up like that, so I called her front office and I said, yeah, I'd like to cancel all the appointments and I want to remove myself from her patient book. Thank you. So my Bible is just my choice of therapy. Like, Jesus is just like who I go to. And I was telling him when I was going through this, I made myself the center of my own world and still had not accepted the situation. And so I was telling him, you know, Jesus, I'm kind of really angry at myself because I'm the center of my own world. Like, everything revolves around me. But I still have the feeling weighing on my chest of wanting to hurt someone so bad that hurt me. Like, it pisses me off that this person gets to live life and be happy and face no repercussions for hurting me the way that they hurt me. I prayed and asked that just the vengeance is just removed from my chest, because at this point, I'm the center of my own world. I'm all that matters. So it's like, I know what my value is, I know what my time is, and the fact that this person's even taking a millisecond of my time in my mind, that would bother me. I know I'm never gonna act on that because the Bible says never to get vengeance on anybody. God is the avenger. And even that, like, that sends shivers down my spine. Like, if I were to ever have gotten vengeance on anybody who has ever hurt me, I'd be really, really sad about it right now. I'd be scared because I know that God is not like when we seek vengeance. He's gonna take care of it. He saw what happened. He knows your side. There's no need to explain it to him. But trust me, he doesn't need any explaining, baby. He saw exactly what happened. He saw exactly how his child was hurt, and he's gonna take care of it. But the second you go and you try to get vengeance yourself, now he's looking at you. You did your vengeance on them. Now they're taken care of. Now it's you. And let me tell you something. I don't want no smoke with the big JC. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. If you're feeling like you want vengeance on someone, I promise you, it's a hard feeling to come to terms with. You know you shouldn't, but you want to, or you just hate the fact that you even want to because you just know you shouldn't. Like, whatever it is, put it up in prayer. From being a person that wanted that vengeance so bad to going to the person that I am right now, I literally could not explain to you how it happened. I just put it up in prayer, and I would advise you to do the same. Try to actually hear an answer. Don't just close your eyes and say, you know, they did this, they did that. Could you do this and that? And then walk away and leave it alone, because you're still gonna feel that on your heart. Okay. I feel like editing Stacey has been back the most this video than she's ever been in any video, but anyways. Basically what I was trying to say was, imagine having a conversation with someone who's just like not listening to anything that you're saying. Like, you're asking them questions and the things that they're throwing back at you have nothing to do with what you just said to them. Like, a lot of the times that's our conversation with God when we're praying. We throw things at him. God, I'm hurt. God, he did this. God, God, she did that. And then we just like go about our day, and then we don't pray, we don't worship, we don't read our Bible, nothing. And then we expect change, and then we get mad at God when we don't see the change in our life. And it's like, the Bible says, seek ye the face of God and the rest will be added unto you. Seeking the face of God means you need to go to God. Read about God. Where do you read about God? In the Bible, the Bible. Praise and worship. Sit in silence with God so that you can actually give him the chance to talk to you. You're sitting there in all your quiet space in your day is filled with music or TikTok or this or that. Like, you have no private space in which God can give you back an answer, but you sat there and you chatted to him for hours this morning. Be real. I'll be honest with you guys, the answer that he gave me was about other things. He filled my life with so much more than the situations that I wanted to seek vengeance in, that the situation was less hot. It just became like lukewarm. It became something that wasn't even important to me because I realized how much more he had in store for me, how much more my time with him alone meant, that I didn't even have to worry about going and do vengeance. Like, that's why he says he'll take care of the vengeance, because he knows he has so much more for you that you should be focusing on, that you shouldn't be hyper fixating on this one person. Am I making sense? I used to live life day to day and just wonder, like, how come God be speaking to people and he don't be speaking to me? I promise you, you're gonna read something that's gonna relate and you're gonna be like, oh yeah. So I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna go and tackle his mother in the, oh, okay. I promise you got this, sweetie. Don't mind my nails, I need to go get them done. They were growing out and I just painted them black in hopes that did not make it look so bad. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys are feeling a little less vengeful and a little more free and a little more in control of your own mind, because I know it can get a little bit ballistic in there. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you get the notification whenever I post. I'll see you guys in my next video on Friday. Me love y'all. Me never gonna stop loving you. Adios, amigos.
I wanna